Hey Fae folk, welcome back. So for today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some goodies that I bought for my 18-inch dolls, and I am so beyond excited for today's video. I'm so excited to get to rip into these packages. But if you are confused, if you're like, what did I miss a chapter here? Because historically speaking, I have said I'm not interested in 18-inch dolls, and yet here I am holding one. This is Lila. Evie is off screen. She's also going to be featured in today's video, though. Don't worry. So if you're a little bit lost, you probably haven't seen my first video about these 18-inch dolls. I will link that above for you guys to go ahead and check out. I would encourage you to at least like skim it. I'm not trying to like farm for reviews or whatever. Like you don't have to watch the whole thing. And there are some parts that are like a little bit more sensitive in there. But I would encourage you to like at least again skim the video so you can sort of understand what's going on, because I'm not going to rehash it in this video or in like any other videos that I end up making about these dolls. But I've got my two girls. They are in fact like my little children, so I had to buy them some extra goodies. So as you can see, Lila here is still in her PJs, even though it's a little bit late in the day for them to be wearing their pajamas. Typically I, have them in their day outfit and then they go to pajamas at night, and I changed them in the morning. But I didn't change them into a day outfit because we have outfits that we're gonna get to change them into and have them try on. So I just figured I'd end up leaving them in some of these after we take a look at them for the video. And I'm just, again, I'm so excited. This is still something that is quite new for me, so I'm not 100% sure exactly how I'm gonna film this and how everything's gonna go down, but it'll be fun, okay? Regardless of exactly how this turns out, it's probably gonna be a little bit less like, I was going to say polished, but let's not pretend that my typical videos are super polished. But this might be even less polished than my typical videos, just because I do enjoy these girls in like a very, very different capacity to the rest of my dolls. So maybe a little bit more informal, less of a proper review. This is more just like me chit-chatting and sharing my little haul of doll clothes. Mostly we do have one big box down there that I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys, have fun trying them on and showing you how they look in the outfits, and just, kind of yapping away and having a good time. So hopefully that sounds fun for you as well. I'm going to go ahead and put her down off screen so I can more easily show you the outfits that we have today, and also the big boy box that again I have sitting there waiting for me. And then we'll try them on and, we'll do a little fashion show and everything and have a wonderful time. So give me 2 seconds to put her down. I also do hope everything is like reasonably in frame. I tried to adjust it for the big boy box, but now I'm like, I don't know where I'm sat or even if I'm in the middle. Again, sorry if this is a little bit less like polished than my normal videos. But anyway, so on to outfits first. The first two are both our generation outfits. So this first one is a little roller skating one that has like a slight lemon theme to it. We have like a lemonade accessory and some lemon glasses. Shut up! I couldn't resist. Like I could not resist upon seeing this. I just feel like this is so, so adorable. I'm really hoping the wheels actually spin. I'm a complete sucker for when dolls have like roller skates or, even to a certain extent, like skateboards or scooters or everything, as we'll see in a second here. So I just thought this would be so, so, so cute to get to put on one of them. I am a little nervous about the shoes, just because if you did see my first video where I like unboxed Lila and tried to dress her in some Our Generation shoes, because they are the two 18-inch dolls that I have. They are Disney ILY dolls. So like technically speaking, this isn't made for them. And the shoes did fit. They were just like a little bit tight. She has one foot that I think is slightly bigger than the other, and those were sandals. So I'm a little nervous about the boots, but we're gonna try it because this is too precious to not be trying it. And then to kind of go along with it, because I was like, okay, this is for Lila for sure. Evie might wear it sometimes, but this is for Lila. How cute would it be if Evie also had a little like wheeled accessory? So we got her this scooter pack. I could throw up. I'm so excited to get these on these dolls. Like this one has wheels that work. So I'm hopeful about the wheels on the skates, but the idea of them having like different types of, again, like sort of wheel play accessories just seems so fun and so cute to me. This little romper is adorable, and like there's a bag with lollipops. Listen, I want to throw up. I'm so excited for this. So we're going to be taking a look at those. And then the third outfit, I got my first piece of anything from American Girl. inherently, I feel like because I was like, okay, I guess these 18-inch dolls are going to be part of my life now, and I do want more outfits for them. Of course, I had to go on the American Girl website and see what they have to offer. I only have one outfit right now just because like they are a little bit more expensive, and allegedly it's because it's more quality. And like I have seen reviews and people do seem to really enjoy the quality of American Girl products. So it's not even that I'm trying to doubt that, but I didn't want to buy more than one before I'd had the chance to like examine that quality myself and judge for myself if it's worth the price tag. Because like, again, it's not even that I'm doubting that it's quality. I'm just like, I don't know if I will think it's good enough for me to feel good about spending tons of money on each of these outfits. So this is the World Traveler in Morocco outfit, and this one was on sale, so that was also why I was like, okay, we'll go ahead and get this one just because it's a little cheaper than some of the others. So I felt like this would be a good way for me to dip my toes into the world of American Girl accessories. Again, we're not buying any extra dolls because the two that I have fulfill my needs, but outfits are absolutely on the table. So this could be the beginning of a really big problem for my wallet. But we'll find out. I just thought this one was really, really pretty. I was super obsessed with the pants. I think I'm going to go ahead, because like these you can see, this is just a box. I'm going to go ahead and maybe open this up on camera if there's not too much like tape or anything. I feel like I should just be opening the side, but then I'm like, is that incorrect? Because it's not really pulling. Oh, okay. I think I found it. Hold on. As you may have seen in the last video about my 18-inch dolls, this is why I don't unbox things on camera, because like somehow I'm actively bad at it, but I want to be able to see the outfit and kind of feel it and give you my first impressions before I dress a doll in it. So we got some tissue paper, and then it's just like nicely packed away in here. This is me trying to like have any sort of like review quality to this video. So we have a headscarf, which is, I will say, I think my least favorite piece. Not that like I think it's awful. I'm not 100% certain that I'm going to want my dolls to wear it, but the rest is good. So we have a little shirt, kind of just like a basic t-shirt there. And then the parts that I'm like the most excited about. Ooh, hold on. This is cute. A little like pamphlet about it. Oh, that's fun. There's actually like information about Morocco. That's pretty cool. I didn't honestly expect that, but y'all know I'm a sucker for that sort of thing. Like the Barbie dolls, the Royal Princess dolls. Keep all those backs of the boxes with the info on it. So that's pretty sick. Then, okay, I'm like saving my favorite part for last. We have a little belt that's in its own separate bag. That's like, this does look pretty high quality. I can't lie. Oh yeah. That feels nice. I feel like on camera, it's just like you're holding up nothing, but that does look quite nice. I might, if I'm feeling really energetic, get some like B-roll shots of some of this stuff so that you can have a slightly better viewing experience and actually get a little something something out of this video other than just listening to me yap away about things that I'm excited about. But that's really pretty. The scarf is my second favorite piece. I just think this is so gorgeous. This yellow paisley, like the bright, bright, bright yellow. Huge fan. Orange is my favorite color. Yellow is a close second. So like, of course, I was going to love this. Then we've got her shoes. Oh, the shoes are good. The size, there's no way these are going to fit. There's absolutely no way these are going to fit, which sucks because these are very cute. And yeah, this does feel quite high quality. Like the straps, not the bottom because that's just like plastic, and there's just like a clear strap here to keep it on the doll. But these straps, like the main straps, that feels like something that you would find on a real human shoe. That's crazy. That sucks high key that I'm nearly certain I'm not going to be able to get these on. We're going to try though. Like I'm keeping the rest of the outfit. So I already paid for it, so I might as well try. But this is the part that I was the most excited about. Look at these pants. The pattern is so pretty. The colors are so pretty. Like I love the fit, like the little wide leg. I'm so hyped to get this on a doll, but I do need to like pack this stuff away just real quick and move all of these things so that I can show you the big boy. So let me do that. Okay, so hopefully this is even like remotely in frame because I need my mic to be here, but I bought them a bunk bed because, okay, I had said in my last video that I wasn't really sure how far this was going to go, and I'm still not. This is a learning process for all of us, but I was definitely much more open to the clothing aspect than the furniture aspect for these dolls. A, because the clothes are cheaper, and B, because they take up significantly less space. But for me, putting the dolls like to bed is like such a big part of the routine that I have with them. Like I genuinely feel better and happier every morning when I wake up and like, I do my own morning routine, but then I undress them from their pajamas and put them in their day clothes. It's like so calming to me. And then at night, it makes me feel I don't want this video to also mean I don't want this video to also be more sensitive, but for some of the reasons that I discussed in the last video that I was like vague about, intentionally vague about, I it, let's try to use our words. Putting them to bed and putting them to bed safely is like such an important thing for me in my head. Like that's such a big deal for me. So I did feel like if I was going to have any furniture at all, a bed made the most sense because currently they've just been sitting on a blanket and I kind of feel bad about it. Like I want them to have a proper bed. So I still am not sure if this is going to become a thing where I end up buying them a lot of furniture. Kind of hoping not because space, money, but it is what it is. We're healing my inner child. So if that ends up happening, that's fine. But the bed was like the one that I was like, okay, I do feel like this is actively going to benefit me. I know it sounds maybe ridiculous, but I feel like it's going to benefit me mentally for them to have a proper bed and like a nice, safe, happy space. So I got the bunk bed because obviously $2, one's going to sleep on top, one's going to sleep on the bottom. I'd rather buy a bunk bed than like two separate beds. And I do think that this one is quite cute. This is from our generation as well. The box is a mess because the like whole Target box that this shipped in was destroyed. I honestly was very scared. I'm very grateful that everything, like the clothes and everything, weren't like ripped to shreds because that box was messed up. So we've got some dings on the box, but that's okay because I'm going to take it apart. I think there's some assembly, so this could be interesting. But yeah, we have a bed for them, which I am definitely going to have to do like some sort of like voiceover. I'm going to have to find a different area in the basement to show that because I don't think it's going to work with this little setup, but that's my problem, like 10, 15 minutes in the future. For now, I'm going to go ahead and unbox everything. Yeah, I'll probably unbox everything and get this set up. And then we'll do like the little fashion show first. I'll show you the dolls in their outfits because that's like, a little bit less crazy than this. And then I'll show you the bed. And, we'll just continue to have a fun, yappy time. And I'll probably be really excitable and maybe I'll cry again. Who knows? But it'll be a happy cry. So let's do it. Guys, I feel like I can't breathe because I'm just so happy. She looks so cute. So we have Evie in the American Girl Morocco outfit because they're obviously both gonna try on the Our Generation outfits, but we already had Lila get to try some stuff on in the last video, so I felt like it was more fair for Evie to get to like try on a couple outfits this video. I don't have the headpiece on. I don't know if I'm just bad at putting it on or if it's like an issue of scale. Like I don't know if American Girl doll heads might be a little bit smaller, but I feel like it doesn't fit right. I'll show you like some B-roll footage of how it looks so you can like get an idea. But outside of that, this might have to become like her new typical day outfit. This is so unbelievably cute on her. The scarf is so gorgeous. I tried to like drape it the way they had in the like product photo just to, make it look nice, make it look right. The belt has like an actual little buckle here, which is super, super nice. And I will say, like I said, I wasn't doubting the American Girl quality, but especially when it's like I'm going straight from unboxing like this and some Our Generation outfits like at the same time, you definitely can feel that certain pieces feel nicer. Like this scarf is quite a nice soft fabric. The shoes are obviously significantly nicer because they have like it's not just plastic. The belt's very nice. I would say the pants and the t-shirt feel fairly comparable to Our Generation in terms of the fabrics, but the actual sewing might be a little bit nicer. Like I had a few loose threads on the Our Generation outfits as I was unboxing them. So I definitely get the quality of American Girl. I feel like I'll probably wait for sales most of the time when it comes to their outfits, just because I'm a little cheap sometimes. But like I'm absolutely open to spending like money on them in the future because I have absolutely confirmed, first of all, that they fit, including the shoes. we'll talk about that in a second, but also that they look good and like that they do feel really, really nice. So I don't anticipate, again, most of any future American Girl purchases being like full price, 50, whatever, $60 outfits. But when they go on sale or like, you know, the $30 outfits, I feel like I can maybe work with that because this is definitely really, really nice. But the shoes fit. You cannot imagine. Like, I think I genuinely like yelped when I got them on because I was so excited. I really did not think they were going to fit at all. I am curious about how like a boot from American Girl might fit on these because like it's tight. They literally clicked into place, but they're on her feet and they look fabulous. There's no like overhang or anything. Again, I'll show you like B-roll footage. I like I don't want to cry every single time I bring them out, but I just like I love this for her. I think she looks so so cute in it. Like I want to go take some pretty pictures of her out in the sunshine. I just love her so much. Evie, you look fabulous in this, but we do have the two other outfits to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and change her again and then we'll show those and then I have the bed put together and we'll talk all about that. There's a lot more to cover, so I got to rein it in a little bit. And we got to move forward. When I tell you I am fighting to hold it together, look how cute she is. And they're real wheels. Thank you. I love that. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves on fashion dolls is when we get skates that don't like actually have the wheels. Like it's not a deal breaker for me, but it does aggravate me because I just think that's such a nice touch. And they all spin. They're so this is so perfect. It's so cute. I'm so happy right now. The boots fit clearly. Love the fact that they have actual laces. Like that's also super duper nice quality wise. Like I just really, really appreciate that. They are like barely on, I will say. I'll do close-ups for all the stuff that I'm talking about, but there is a little bit of like the slightest little gap that you can sort of see her like shins through between the tongue of the boot and like the body of the boot, but it's not enough to bother me and like it fits, which is the important part. So she can go skating. I'm gonna die. The skirt, the shirt, adorable. I will say the like elastic here, it's a little bit loose for the ILY dolls. Again, I do have to keep in mind this is made for our generation dolls, right? Like this isn't necessarily made to be a perfect fit. It's close enough to where it doesn't bother me, but in case for some reason any of you are using this video in like an informational capacity, that's the information. She is standing. Damn, girl, good job. I'm screaming. She did come with this cutesy little lemonade. There's not really any way for her to hold it, so it's sort of just an accessory. This is probably like the cheapest part, but like you can definitely see like some glue and stuff in there. Like it's not perfect. I still think it's very cute. I can't even say if this was a fashion doll accessory, it would bother me because the food accessories are so low on my priority list when it comes to fashion dolls that like if I get a perfect doll and the food accessory is messed up, I don't care. Because like I'd rather that be the case than have their face messed up. I just like extra don't care here because it's definitely a little bit more for the play value than like purely the aesthetic value when it comes to these dolls. I think that's the best way I can put it. And this it's gonna serve its purpose perfectly fine as a little lemonade cup, even if it's not perfect. I'm truly like I don't care. But for anybody who might care, be aware of that. And then sadly, her adorable little lemon glasses don't even come close to fitting. The like distance from like where it hits sits on her nose to her ears is not the same on the IOY as I imagine it is on an our generation because I can't get like the hook part of the glasses over her ear. It like sort of sits in a little bit too far forward, like right here as opposed to back here. So these don't fit, and they're also like her head is a little bit big. So I can't really use them as a like top of the head accessory either because they just like pop straight off like all there you go. Pop straight off. But these could be like on a bag or something I could clip them on or like I could put them, you know, on her shirt or something like that. So I'm still going to keep these. I still do think that they're oh, I do have her balancing on wheels. I probably should have been more careful. But like you're doing such a good job, sweetie. Do you want to face the camera a little bit more? Oh, there we go. I still think they're really, really cute. They don't function again as intended, but I also feel like I can't count that against them in any way, 'cause again, this isn't the doll these glasses were designed to fit, so it's fine. The headphones do just barely fit. Like it's a little bit close, like they're not perfectly over her ear, but they're definitely close enough to where it's fine for me and like the satisfaction level I'm trying to go for. And I just they're so cute. She's so cute. I love her so much. And now that she balances, now that I know she balances, I hope she should be still in frame fine. Then I can show you Evie too, who's kicking it back here with her scooter. Okay, hold on. Real quick. The scooter does have like a little stand at the bottom so that it can stand up, which I didn't expect at all. And I'm very, very pleased with, just because I fully anticipated that I was just going to have to be leaning the scooter against something at all times, but that's not the case. It'll just stand. And it also, you know, has working wheels, as I showed you already. It's very cute. Okay. So, ooh, let me get this off. It has two straps, which makes me think it's supposed to fit like a backpack. It looks really dumb as a backpack because it sits like super duper high up on her back, and plus she has such long hair that like I'd have to put it in a ponytail to be able to see. So I probably won't use it as a backpack. I don't think it looks terrible, just like chilling out on her arm here. We do have lollipops on the inside. Once again, I'll be showing you because like that I feel like you can't really see in this sort of setting. But her little outfit, the shoes went on no problem. So very, very happy that it doesn't seem like the brands that I'm going to be buying from, our generation and then potentially American Girl for these girls. It looks like they're going to be able to fit just fine and all the stuff, which is great because I was a little bit worried about that just because, you know, different doll brands, like the clothing might not fit exactly. And it definitely isn't exact, as we saw with like her elastics and the sunglasses, but it's close enough on the items that I really, really care about to where I'm like, we're good. We're golden. So she's got this adorable little romper on. I don't even know like how to speak because I just love her so much. And she's got these adorable little like tennis shoes on now. Will you also stand up? Hold on. If one can balance in wheels, there we go. I was like, there's no way that I exist in a world where I can balance a doll on wheels and I can't balance a doll on just flat feet. So there's their two little outfits for now. I'm so excited about this. I'm really happy to have some extra clothes just because like I know they're not real. I know they're dolls. Like I know that. But I didn't like the fact that I had to keep putting them in the same outfit day after day. Like I just sort of felt bad that they were wearing the same thing all the time. And like I would swap the outfits, but that still doesn't feel like as much. So now I feel like this is good because we have a cute little rotation that I can like have them go through. We're starting to build up some accessories. I need to find a place to store all of this. So that's going to be my next task. But that is Evie and Lila in their brand new outfits. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you the bed. I'm probably just going to film that on my phone the same way I do like room tours and collection tours and stuff. So the audio quality is going to decrease a smidgen. I am sorry. It's just that that's kind of the best way to go about it because it's too big for me to do here. It's not going to happen. So yeah, let's go ahead and take that little adventure and then we'll round up the video and that'll be it for these girly pops for now. Okay, so here is their little bunk bed. This is not where I'm going to keep it because this is like, you know, kind of where I keep my fashion dolls. And I do think I want to display them a little bit more separately than this. So I'm not really sure where this is going to end up, but this works in terms of just showing you the bunk bed. So first of all, I will say I think this was, I haven't talked about prices because like if I'm being perfectly honest, like outside of just not wanting to spend too much money, like I don't have a hard and fast like, oh, this is how much I'm willing to spend on this. Because again, this is just a very different situation with these dolls. I think the bed was 40 or 44. I had a coupon though, so that's why I'm like having trouble remembering because I know I didn't spend that much, but I think that was the retail cost. The plastic it's not the sturdiest thing I've ever felt. And it was a little bit scary because the instructions are like, because this all, you know, comes in different pieces and you have to put it together. And it's like, add the side panel with force. And I was like, I'm going to break this thing. But very luckily, I did not break it. So we're going to go ahead and I'll take apart like the top bunk to sort of show you the different pieces that it comes with. So it's like the same pieces for top and bottom, just different colors. And I'll, you know, show you the stuff on the bottom bunk too. but we have a little like big pillow, a little big pillow, nice. And then we have a more decorative pillow that has like, the two sides, but obviously the butterfly side is what we're going to show. And then there is this blanket on top. So it is butterflies on one side and then green on the other. You can very clearly see through. So it's not like the sturdiest thing ever, but it works for the purposes of what it needs to work for. I don't like, if you guys have American Girl furniture, please let me know in the comments if it's like significantly higher quality when it comes to that stuff, because I imagine it would be a little bit nicer. But the furniture, especially from American Girl, is so expensive. And like, if that is something you can afford and like you like to spend your money on, that's fabulous. That's a little too much for me. This is definitely good enough for me. And then they come with these little mattresses to put on here. Now they are different sizes. I was a little confused at first because I tried to put on this mattress on the top bunk, but like you can see this is straight and then there's like an angle here. So the top bunk is slightly smaller than the bottom bunk. So you can't mix and match anything. And the same is true for the blankets. So like, hold on real quick. Second butterfly, second regular pillow. And then this one is just the same pattern, but orange on the back. But I guess I should put the smaller one on top or else you're not going to be able to see it at all. Clearly, I didn't think this through. But there we go. You can kind of see how much smaller the top is from the bottom. So the mattresses and the blankets, you cannot mix and match. The pillows you can, but you cannot mix and match the mattresses and the blankets because they're like strict sizes, which like I was a little bit surprised by just because I hadn't thought about it, but it makes sense again with the shape of this frame and it's really not a big deal to me. I think the ladder edition is very cute. Like it just makes it feel a little more realistic. The drawers on the bottom don't open. I would have liked for them to, but I also can sort of understand like this is the more budget option when you compare to other brands. Like I feel like if you got this from American Girl, maybe there would be actual drawers, but I'm fine with this. Again, like it's really just trying to balance like the feeling of, oh, I need / want this to like take care of my dolls and have them have their nice little bed versus is it worth it to spend that much money? And for me, this is good enough for everything. I'm just trying to like let y'all know in case you're sort of debating. But let me put it together and, we'll set the girls down and round up the video. Okay, not that this probably matters to anyone but me, but I will say I do think that I envision them sleeping in the like reverse order. Like I think Lila feels just a little bit more adventurous, like she'd want to be on the top bunk, and Evie feels more like maybe she'd be a little bit nervous about the heights while she's sleeping, so she'd want to be on the bottom bunk. But for now, they're just sat like this because you can't climb a ladder easily in roller skates. I'm being a little silly, but that's okay. But that's sort of like how they look, just sitting on their bed, chilling out. This is. Sorry, I got weirdly emotional there. This is so cute. I love this. This was a great purchase. Like obviously the clothes were a good purchase, but the bed and like knowing that they have a nice safe place to sleep is genuinely bringing me to tears. So I feel very good about spending my money on that. I'm so happy with these two. I'm so happy that these are just like in my life and that I can do stuff like this. And God, it feels so like just rewarding and validating and wonderful. So yeah, that's everything. That's the little haul for today's video. Again, I know this is like a different style of video and this is only the second video I've made talking about these girls. So like the formatting, I'm still sort of getting used to, but it was really, really fun getting to share this with you guys and talk about it. Again, I know it's not necessarily like as informative or maybe as helpful, or like, I don't even know how long these items have been released for, like I tend to try to get my reviews out for fashion dolls in a somewhat timely manner so that it can help you guys decide if you want to buy them or not. Whereas this is like just me buying for me and then sharing it with you guys. So we're getting used to like the different format, but I hope it was fun for you because it was so nice to like, God, it's so nice to have these and to buy them and like to just be able to enjoy these on my own, but also getting to share them with you is like an extra level of enjoyment and it makes it extra fun. And now I'm sobbing again. So thank you guys if you watched all the way through. Thank you for joining me with this. Let me know if this is something you'd like to continue to see or if like you're not super into it. Cause like I don't want to bore you guys, but also I want to share my girls. They deserve to have a place on the channel. But that's it for now. I think it might be a little bit before I buy them anything more. Like I feel like they're pretty set, but I'm sure I'll buy them at the very least more clothes in the future and possibly more furniture. So yeah, we'll continue on this journey. And if the videos are like not something you're into, I'll at least be updating y'all on Instagram. So keep an eye out over there. But I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna go ahead and like clean my face off, find a place to put this bed, and just, go about the rest of the day with the girls in their brand new outfits. So again, thank you guys for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your night, or whatever it might be, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye guys.